Fandoms Don't Ruin Lives. I don't know what parents are talking about these days. By the way, if you don't know what a fandom is, you probably have a life, unlike the rest of us nerds, stuck to our computers and Netflix. The countless hours spent on Tumblr scrolling through posts of your favorite shows, books, games, movies, etc. are not useless. So we don't get outside much. We're trying not to get skin cancer and ruin our pale complexions. Plus, all the reading we do strengthens our brains so that we may one day impress our favorite celebrities and authors with our wits. Sure, we may lose some sleep because we don't go to sleep until 3 in the morning reading stories other fans have written, but it's all for our own good. Some of you may call us obsessed, but we're just dedicated fangirls and fanboys. We have found something we are passionate about, and of course you wouldn't be here dressed like this if you weren't. From Star Wars to Doctor Who and Supernatural and beyond, we stick together like family. Remember the Belieber attack in January of 2014 on the Supernatural fandom? People who never once watched the show turned it on to show their support. Jared Padalecki, one of the main stars of Supernatural, accused Bieber of having his friend take the fall for his drugs. So Jared called him out on it. The Beliebers, as they called themselves, boycotted the show to display their support for Bieber. The next 2 episodes got more views than any other episodes in the show's history. Not only did the next 2 episodes get the highest views in the show's history, the posts on Tumblr showing support for Supernatural were off the charts. This has happened not just for the Supernatural fandom, but many others as well, because people tend to be part of many fandoms at the same time. Being a fangirl or fanboy is no different than when you dress in team colors and support a sports team, but our garb is more costume-like. This brings me to our amazing skills as craftswomen and craftsmen. Sure, we may spend large amounts of money on a cosplay to be that character for one day, or we just watch multiple clips and videos of the character to get the voice and personality down pat. It may take months to produce one suit of armor or one prop for one costume we may only wear for a couple of hours. We sew until our backs hurt, and we put together random junk to make props until our fingers bleed. But that's not unhealthy at all. We are just dedicated fans. I mean, think about how many man or woman hours it took you to make what you're wearing this very moment. Sure, it means we don't socialize, and sure, we may hiss at the sun when we finally crawl out of our darkened back rooms for more supplies, but it's not a life-altering thing. When we go to conventions, like this one, we meet all the people we would ever need to be happy. They understand our obsession, passion for these characters, shows, books, movies, and the list goes on. Sure, we might not see these same people for another year until the same convention rolls around, or we may see them at another convention. Maybe we decide to meet up just because we need someone to fangirl with. I mean, we text others, and since we're always on the internet, we send messages a lot. That's considered being social, right? As you can see, fandoms don't ruin lives. Oh, who am I kidding? They ruin lives to no end. They start post wars online and cause us to stay inside all the time. We rarely go out other than to buy a book, see a movie, or go to a convention, which we spend months preparing for. Not only that, but it causes us to be very unsocial. But we don't care because our fellow fangirls and fanboys understand us, and that's truly what matters.